Hey YouTube. So I picked this up about a month ago. It's the Sonic 185 from Nitro Planes. It's a power glider, T-tail. A couple of things before I start with my single modification. I ended up going with a 3-cell. I know the plane's set up for a 2-cell, but I wanted a 3-cell. It just seemed to balance a little better for me. The radio I'm using is the FlySky. It's a TH9X. You can see it there. The receiver is the 8-channel receiver. I don't know if it'll focus, but it's the 8-channel FlySky receiver. I'm going to unplug the battery here. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so bear with me. 3-cell 1800 milliamp Sky Lipo. The ESC was dead DOA when I got the ARF. This is, I don't know, well, I don't know if it'll come up on a camera, but it's an E-Flight 25 amp. I just had this in a box of crap. I decided to use this one. The Dynam ESC that came with the bird was dead on arrival, so I just threw that in there. Just kind of screwing around, and it actually handles it very well. The ESC that came in it was a, I believe, 30 amp. I don't even know where it's at right now, but I believe it was a 30 amp ESC. There. Oh, it's a Dynam. This is just the plastic off of it. I took the wiring off of it for the motor, the battery lead. The E-Flight comes with these fucking garbage connectors, or I think they call them EC3. I didn't like them. This is one thing I would definitely suggest changing. It's the Dynam, I believe it's 30 amp ESC, 2 to 6 lithium cells, lithium ion life or lipo. It'll carry up to 18 cell NiCad, NiCad or NIM. I'm assuming, but it did not handle the batteries. It didn't handle the 2-cell. So that's my first change. Is the 25 amp ESC from E-Flight, the 1800 milliamp 3-cell. I do not recall the kV rating on the motor. I believe the prop is a 8.4. I think it's an 8.4. Folding, obviously it's folding, but I think it's an 8.4. What else? A couple of things. I went out and bought myself a bunch of strapping tape. And a lot of guys know what this stuff is. It's just packing tape reinforced with, I think it's fiberglass strands. Laid that on the wing. You can see this. Kind of put a spar on the wings. I reinforced the hinge lines and on both sides, as you can see. Also, the tail was very loose. It was very it wasn't rigid at all. So I actually wrapped the whole tail from right at the wing all the way back to the vertical stab. I'm probably going to take these off and see if it'll fly any better. It probably will with a 3-cell. I just taped a couple of AA batteries to the bottom of the tail. I also ran some of that strapping tape up the vertical stabilizer, and but that stiffened up real nice. You can see all the wires I just taped right here to the side. The canopy, it's just a mock-up carbon fiber. it doesn't look like carbon fiber either, but I think it's supposed to be carbon fiber, or it's supposed to look like it. When I got it, that magnet actually came off. I just sanded the magnet a little bit on one side and glued it back in with some thin CA. The receiver I just suspended over the 2 servos down the side. All the servos are Dynam. The antenna, I don't know if you can see it real well. The antenna's back up inside there. There's a brand a hole up, and the antenna is just taped to the top. I was a little bit worried about the fiberglass in the strapping tape interfering with the signal, but it's I get fairly clear resolution. I haven't got out very far. I haven't really had a chance to really give this thing a full range check. So that being said, I'm trying to keep it real close until I can get out to my local field. Now I'm going to set the camera down for just a minute, and I'll show you the biggest modification I did to this plane, and it worked out really nice. So just give me just a second and plug this back in. Okay. Like I said, the radio I'm using is a TH9X from FlySky. I picked it up from Nitro Planes about a month ago. One really nice feature about this, anytime you're changing any of the throws, this switch here, you probably my camera probably won't focus real well. It's a throttle cut switch right there, and if you pull that switch forward, it won't power up. And you turn that off, and it'll oh. Oh, see, now it won't do that. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. There you go. So I guess the throttle cut has to be on until it arms, so you can turn it back on. See, so no throttle, as you can see. Throttle. So as far as the major modifications, I flew this, my maiden flight, I could not get this thing to slow down at all. I was looking at a couple other planes, and you can see here I added, I just cut some flaps out of the wing, used the strapping tape for the hinge, and some leftover servo horns. You can see the tips of them sticking out there. So a real quick demonstration. Let's see if I can get some clearance here. There we go. That should be alright like that. Okay. So I'm using the hover pitch knob. I know my camera sucks. Sorry, guys. But I turn this, and there you go. Let me bring this up here. Damn it. So there you go. It worked out really nice. It's actually slowed down really nice. It worked as not only flaps, but I have enough travel in it. It actually acted like air brakes, or I think it's spoilerons. I don't know. It slowed down really nice. It got real slow. I could almost go out and catch it. It was going so slow. I'll give you an idea how much travel I got on this. So there's my right. My left is it's not throwing as much as the right, but it's not bothering the flight too much. I'm just using it for landing anyway, and a little bit of real slow flying. We'll open the back door. You can see where see what I'm talking about. I'm flying a really small area. Probably can't see it, but I got a railroad track out back, and right behind this fence here I got a little lot. So I don't have a lot of space to fly at home, but it's enough for quick maiden flights, or real short screw around. But this is a Sonic 185 from Nitro Planes. They did actually a really nice job putting this plane together. It turned out really nice. Like I said, I chose to reinforce a couple of things. I set it up a little bit different than most people, and I added the flaps / air brakes or spoilers, whatever. Like I said, the spoilers or the flaps I just cut out. I just cut it vertically. I just laid the wing panel on the table and just cut these out at a 90 degrees from the table, and I just folded that all the way around, put that strapping tape on it, and on the bottom you can see I just ran that tape lengthwise all the way down and went over the edges, and on the top I just put 3 straps right there. So hopefully sometime today I can get a real quick video for you, and we'll see how she does. You know where the comments go, put them down there. Thanks guys for watching.